how to be an amazing photographer.
Keep on knocking on lots of doors.
Keep on knocking on lots of doors, and definitely one door open for you. That is the kind of discipline you must have if you want to make it in life.
So what piece of advice would you want to give the name creators?
The world has given the platform to so many people to excel, and the only people that would really excel is the only people that put a lot into it.
So I'm sitting here at Gold Circle Podcast with the one and only Twinsdntbeg.
Yeah.
Well, only one half of the duo.
I know, right?
So let's just start really light. Like, who are you when you're not photographing celebrities, presidents, brands? Like, you do so many big
Who is Twinsdntbeg when you're not?
Yeah, when they're not behind the lens.
I think more of an introvert. Trust me, if you're not working or we're behind the cameras and all that, we're just indoors. We're just home minding our business and just chilling and just checking basically what's happening in the world, reading and learning new things, and maybe doing a bit of research about politics, cameras, lighting, and also mentoring a lot of young people. So that's what we do when we are not behind the camera.
Wow. So
Yeah.
introvert, you say. That's really nice, because people always expect when you are doing high level
Yeah.
things that, oh, you're extroverted, but that doesn't have to be the case.
No, I mean, this is who we are. We can't change. Even though our work requires us to be always outside, mingling, networking, connecting with people, we're still like very low-key individuals. We love... even though we love putting ourselves out there, but the little that we have of us, we try and preserve it and just, be at home and just, talk to people that we care about. So that's what we usually do when we're not really behind the camera.
Amazing. I love that. Down to earth and stars in your own right.
Yeah.
So you've built this powerhouse brand, even with Swag of Africa.
Yeah.
And your own name, Twinsdntbeg. I saw a lot of interviews where you explain that, so I won't even touch on that. People can Google,
Yeah.
YouTube that. But what was your role in building that powerhouse brand? Like two of you.
Yeah. I mean, this has always been the dream, and it started somewhere 2007. Or when we went to senior high school, we had this urge in us to be entertainers. So we were always parts of, high school programs, entertainment. We loved that. And we wanted to be on the big screens. So when we had the opportunity to, we graduated from high school and we moved to my big sister's place in Tema. That was somewhere in 2008, 2007, 2008. That was the time that music was, high life music was really, like guys like Sarkodie, Yapuno, Stage A, Yaosiki, Dr. Crime, all these big names we have in the music industry right now. That was the time that they were really also coming up. And they had this music genre called trip hop. And also high life music and all that. And that was the time that Ghanaian music was really catching fire all over the world. Azonto, and that's how that time Azonto was really traveling, across the globe and the continent and all that. And we happened to be around then. So we also wanted to do music. We went into the studio, recorded a few demos.
Can we hear it somewhere?
I know. I mean, if you're really good using the internet, you can search for some of our music.
Was it the same name or not?
Of course, the same name.
Yeah.
It's always been Twinsdntbeg. So Twinsdntbeg was actually our artist name.
Wow.
You get me? It was actually our artist name. So when we started music, we were going for radio programs, TV and all that. And my dad, African parents, he was against us doing music, especially secular music. So we had to find a way to channel our inner creativity and all that. So we started auditioning for films and many other things that that will put us on a big screen. So it's been a really long, long time coming, and we've been really working hard for the last 15 years of our lives. We've been working extremely hard. People think it's easy.
I've seen it. Like, we met each other 4 years ago. I think we were doing that at the Amapiano Festival. We went to South Africa.
Yeah.
And on that trip, I was doing the press tour and the project management, and you were doing the photography, but you didn't sleep. Like, you even went, when I took the 2-3 hours, you even went partying.
Exactly.
But not partying, you were making photos.
Yeah, exactly. Still working.
It seems like you're partying, but you're not. Like, and then still the next day, you deliver all the images.
Yeah, I mean,
how do you keep
that?
keep
That is
up?
the kind of discipline you must have if you want to make it in life. The world has given the platform to so many people to excel, and the only people that would really excel is the only people that put a lot into it. Because now social media is there. People post, say useless content and go viral. So what if you are good? How do you compete with such people? You need to put in the work and the hours, and always be creative, and always know that there are also a lot of younger, talented people also behind you, trying to also look for the same opportunities. So
you're aware of that. There's competition, so you keep yourself like
grounded and always like pushing ourselves to be the best and continue to be the best, and there's no competition. We are not in competition with anybody. What we have done is that we open our lives to so many young people, and that is what has also kept us in the game. We train so many young people. We give opportunity to so many young people to also excel. And by the time maybe we are ready to retire, we have so many we've produced so many young legends that continue to hail you or do the work for you or push you there, or like still keep your name in the game.
So that is beautiful, because there is no competition. There basically is, how can you help the next generation grow and become, like, you're not afraid of that, like, to become even bigger than you. Like,
no, we believe in partnerships. And the younger people are even more talented than most of us, because there keeps on coming new skills and tools and gadgets, and some of us are a bit too old to use these gadgets, but they already know it so well that sometimes most of the time you need to learn from them. So as we like to learn a lot from younger people, and that keeps us younger and also keep us in the game all the time. But then it has always been a passion of us to mentor young people, because when we were starting, we kept on knocking on so many doors, and nobody wanted to teach us what they know. And that is something that we promised that we're never going to repeat that. So we always like open our doors to young people anytime they're seeking for knowledge, so that we impacting them, and I think that has been the way.
That's beautiful. And that's also why we do Gold Circle podcast, for the next generation, so that you see, like, hey, there are other people like me out there. I can also try. Yeah. So what does legacy then mean to you personally? Because you say, I have, we're mentoring new photographers. Like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Oh, I mean, we're working hard to put, in Ghana, one of the biggest studios, the Media Mall.
Okay, I don't even know.
Exactly. Maybe 5 years late, 10 years late, 10 years, you pull up this video and said, oh, he said
this is what you're working on.
Yeah, this Media Mall, a mall that you come where everything is all about creativity. Content creators feel free to walk around creating content. Photographers can come there to shoot freely. Cinematographers can come there to create amazing content, and people can also come and learn about how to be an amazing photographer, cinematographer, content creator, and everything that has got to do with creativity. So that is something that we're working. That is a legacy
That's
to
the
leave
legacy
behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I already like. Is it already there, or are you in the process of
In the
building?
process, and
that's nice.
this kind of projects, there's a huge budget. I mean, to put up a mall,
It's really a mall. Like,
really a mall, big
like
mall,
that.
and that is the legacy Twinsdntbeg wants to leave behind.
I love that. So by what time do you expect it to be done, or it's like
Maybe in 5 years time.
okay? So really, you're brick by brick building it from the ground up.
Yeah.
I respect that so much. Amazing. So what piece of advice would you want to give Ghanaian creatives? Like one gold drop that you can share?
It's tough. Let nobody lie to you that, I mean, once you start creating, you get a breakthrough, and there are people better than you all the time. So don't give up. Don't give up. Open up. Keep on knocking on a lot of doors, and definitely one door would surely open for you. And when that door opens for you, make sure you're ready to deliver, and don't make any excuse. Sometimes a lot of opportunities come to us, but we are not ready to deliver, and let no money be your focus. Let not money be what you want. If you want to, creativity does not revolve around money. To be authentic and to be yourself, or to create something, it starts with ideas, and you start building it up till it becomes a reality. And even though money is important, sometimes some doors will open for you, not because you deserve it, but because you actually served and work hard. And be a server. Try and serve so many people. Learn from people that are quite influential in whatever industry that you're hoping to excel in. I mean, literally go lie at the feet of somebody who you think can impact, and be humble and learn from those people till you actually have the blessing from them to be on your own. So just dream big, and know that dreams will really come true.
Yes, it's true. So you have made some moves, of course, you and your brother. And looking back on what you guys have achieved until now, and more is coming, what is like the biggest power move you made? Like the biggest decision that was like really pivoting you guys in this direction?
Well, it's always been photography. We've used photography to actually change how politics is done in Ghana. We've told the story of so many politicians and so many people, and our work has traveled far and wide. And we are definitely going to be one of the first photographers in Ghana that will hold one of the biggest portfolio in government.
In the world?
Yeah, I mean, we'll start from Ghana, move, but then in government, we'll be the first photographers to actually hold one of the biggest positions in appointments in government. And that is going to encourage a lot of young people to know that everything is possible. You can be a blogger, you can be a makeup artist, you can be whoever you want to be, and still use whatever that you do to still impact globally. And that is the story that we are trying to tell. And what makes it so difficult is that we're in Ghana, Ghanaians talk. I remember when we made a statement that we're going to use photography to win elections, and we lost the election. We became a radical in Ghana, and people have always been laughing at us. And I mean, it's obviously normal that you made a statement and it didn't come to pass, but this shows that once you don't give up and you still keep on fighting, we're just trying to show people that it's okay to fail in life.
Yeah.
It's okay to make certain decisions and fail. But what's important is that you stand by your word and achieve that goal or dream. And at the end of the day, people will say, wow, they really said you're going to use photography to win elections. And they really did that. And I actually applaud them for that. And that is a kind of thing we want to prove. We want Ghana to produce a lot of dreamers. People had dreamed to go to the moon or to build an aeroplane, to do this, to build so many things, and people laughed at them, and that was okay at that time. But then they never gave up. They still persisted, and they made that dream come true. And now the whole world is surviving based on their innovations, and Ghanaians don't have that kind of spirit.
Why is that?
I think it's a culture thing. We're not built to be dreamers. When you are a kid and you are very adventurous, your parents will shut you up, technically shut you up. Like,
but the creativity is also, especially like being creative, singing, drawing.
It's not something that we encourage in Ghana.
It's not that everyone, but to me, when I came here for the first time, I was like, why is everyone good at drawing? Why can people are so creative?
Yeah.
Maybe because it's so common that it's not even appreciated.
I think Ghanaians are really talented.
Yes.
We are pioneers of a lot of things, from Afrobeat to high life music, to a lot of dance. If you walk around the communities like Ga and the Ga communities, you will see a lot of young people actually dancing, and you'll be like, who taught these younglings like all these dance? And it's something that I feel like God gave to us, but then it's not really encouraged and commercialized.
Yeah.
We haven't commercialized creativity yet in Ghana. And I think it's something that we're working on. We're trying to encourage a lot of parents that you can, your kids can grow up and actually benefit from being creative and make a profession out of it. But then to make a profession out of it, it's an industry that we need to really look at.
Yeah.
We need to commercialize it. We need to, know that models are paid, photographers are paid, hairstylists are paid and paid well. We need to create a system where, creativity is heavily awarded, and that would encourage a lot of people to go into being creative and all that. And I think we are slowly getting there. Ghana is still a developing country, and we are not advanced like countries like where you come from and all that. And we are still, I think we're still really growing fast.
I think the advancement is in different ways, because I do see it's true, like the creative industry.
Yeah.
If I even look in the US, I'm from the Netherlands, of course, but I've also lived in the US, and they have SAG-AFTRA, like those talent agencies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that is something we should establish here. But at the same time, in Europe, that's also not that common, So every continent has their own challenges in every country.
Yeah.
But it would be so amazing if we could build up something like that. But you need a combination with government, the public, and commercial companies, and that.
And to be able to do that, you need somebody in government that understands the system, somebody that has passed through and understands the system very well, to be able to pitch it to government that this is a multi-million-dollar industry that if we invest in and actually regulate it, we can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think we are slowly getting to that. We have a few creatives in government now. We're getting more opportunity to serve in government. Like recently, one actress was appointed as ambassador to Spain, and we have
Yeah, I saw
a
that.
former John Dumelo, who is an actor, also serving as a deputy minister. So we're getting there.
We're getting
We're
We need
getting
more of us in government.
exactly. We need more of us in government, and we'll change how things are done.
That's beautiful. That's also beautiful for a creative looking at this to see like, hey, my parents don't want me to create whatever, but I can still go work in government and be a creative on the side and also make change.
Yeah.
Or people who have multiple skill sets. So that's also an option. I think that's beautiful. And do you have like any private stories or behind the scenes stories that really shaped you into like who you are today? Like some instance that you're like, hey, I haven't shared this before, but I share it on Gold Circle.
I mean, I think I've shared a few, but maybe I'll go a bit deeper. How we even became photographers was quite interesting. When we graduated from university, we're still like in love with the industry. We're doing a lot of events. We're working with a lot of producers. After they produce their film, we're going to buy the right to show once or twice, and we'll take it to the campuses and we'll do campus premieres and all that. So we're working closely with producers, and we got opportunity to work with one Ghanaian director from the UK who was about to shoot a film in Ghana, and he was bringing about 2 or 3 Hollywood actors to Ghana. And when we got on the film set, we learned so much. I mean, they brought a lot of big gears, and the production was amazing. That is actually where we learned photography. And we work closely with guys like Oris Herrero from Adventures of Sinbad, also Jimmy Jean-Louis from Haiti. Jimmy Jean-Louis, and most Ghanaian actors, and we serve them a lot. We build a lot of personal relationship with these actors, and after we're done with the film, Oris, who's a British Nigerian actor, he loved us so much from the connection we had with him, and he was like, and the producer's brother was selling a camera. And we told him we like it, but we didn't have money to buy. And he was like, yeah, I'll buy you guys a camera. And that's how we got our first camera.
Wow.
And we've been in touch. Anytime we're in the UK, we always meet for drinks and all that. And that has been one of the best investments anybody has actually invested in us. And that was the start of the photography, the photographers Twinsdntbeg, and our journey as photographers. I mean, if we hadn't served right and we weren't truthful in whatever we did and all that, we wouldn't have actually ended as a photographers.
No.
If he hadn't invested in our first camera for us.
Wow, so you have a lot to thank actually.
Yeah.
Giving that, doing that good deed, but also you guys positioned yourself in a position like to receive it. You were out there.
Exactly.
You weren't sitting at home dreaming.
Yeah, we're not sitting there. We're putting ourselves out there all the time.
Yeah.
And that is something that we always do. We try and look at ways that we can always, put ourselves out there, meet new people, connect with whatever industry and learn from it.
So what would you advise a creative or any person, entrepreneur, business owner, I don't know, any person looking at this right now, what would you advise them to if they have some goals they want to achieve?
I mean, I'm old school, so I will go with be humble and serve. Imagine me being a photographer. I can only do this for about maybe 10, 20 years, and I would want to do something different. But then I have a lot of young people that are hungry, also want to be amazing photographers, and we've been working together closely for a long time. And I've technically impacted every knowledge I know to them. I've opened my network and everything to them. So they've actually benefited. So even if today or tomorrow you're not working together anymore, they are still good. And and they can even they've started their own business. A lot of people have started their own business. One of the photographers I train have even traveled more than I have.
Wow.
Yeah. And that is interesting. That is something to be proud of. He's been to so many countries that I haven't even been, but because he was patient, he learned, he was obedient, and he served. And I don't think this generation has that energy to do that. They just want to be successful.
Like this.
Yeah, like this. No. But that's why they keep on hopping from one thing to the other, and their inconsistencies make their journey longer. But then when you find somebody that is doing amazing, and you attach yourself to them, it takes time, but then slowly you build into their network and also learn so much, and you can start your own thing at the end of the day.
So finding a mentor or someone,
it's very important. It's very important.
So like around someone, even if it's not like, oh, you're my apprentice, but just
I mean, if you look at all top fashion designers, you definitely know that some of them worked in fashion houses. They worked in those industries that they went to. After they separated, they became successful. It's because they learned everything around what they were doing, and they applied themselves to whatever they learned, and that is what gave them the breakthrough. So that is the easiest way to make it in life.
Okay. So to end this conversation, like, what is a golden nugget that you can give the audience? Like one core value of belief, and I think you kind of said it already, but still, like, one value that you have that you're like, this is what makes me me, but also makes the brand Twinsdntbeg what it is.
Well, first of all, believe so much in yourself, but know that God is God that that keeps us going. So there's always a God factor. We are here because God said we should be here. So we should never know that we do this with our strength. It's always God. But then you need to really be humble. You need to be patient. You need to understand the path that you are on and be kind to others. Never look down, on anybody. You may never know who is watching your journey or who is actually going to open that door that you're looking for. So be kind to everybody you meet on your way to the top, and when you're coming down, they'll be kind to you.
Beautiful.
So keep dreaming, and no dream is bigger.
That's true. It's all possible. Thank you so much for being on the first episode of Go to.
I'm happy to be on the first episode.
Yes.
Anytime you need us, we'll definitely be on.
Oh yes, because I need to still talk to your brother. I still haven't met your brother after 4 years. Yes.
Wow.
It would be the first time today.
And you had to leave to London yesterday.
No worries. So thank you again, and let's keep making more creativity happen.
Thank you so much.